Chosen one, stop scrolling right now. Lock your complete attention on my voice because this is a divine interruption. You did not find this message by accident or some random glitch in the system. Heaven intercepted your feed today because you are standing at a dangerous intersection and you desperately need this warning before you make another move. You are exhausted. Your bones feel heavy today. Sleep cannot seem to fix this deep fatigue. And every single morning between 3 and 4 in the morning, your eyes snap open without any logical reason while the rest of the world is completely silent. You sit in the dark. Your mind starts to race. You feel totally alone. You look at your family. You feel like an absolute stranger in your own home. The conversations around you feel empty and shallow. And even when you are standing in a crowded room full of laughing people, a profound sense of isolation wraps around your soul like a heavy blanket that you cannot shake off. You try to belong. You fake a smile. You fail every time. You are a giver. You always fix their problems. You absorb all their negative energy. But lately, you have noticed a painful pattern because the very people you saved from ruin are now turning around and whispering lies about your character behind closed doors. They took your kindness. They used your light. They left you bleeding. The clock says 3 a.m. The darkness is thick. You feel a strange pressure in your chest. And while the rest of your household is sleeping peacefully without a single care, your spirit is fully awake and fighting an intense battle against an unseen force that wants to consume your joy. You breathe slowly. You close your eyes. You pray for relief. You are too sensitive. People call you dramatic. They do not understand your gift. But every time you walk into a room, your energy field automatically reads the hidden motives and the silent pain of every single person standing around you. You absorb their anger. You carry their sorrow. You leave completely drained. You feel lonely. Your circle has shrunk. Old friends have drifted away completely, and you have spent many bitter nights weeping on your knees because you thought you did something wrong to deserve this absolute isolation from the people you once loved. But heaven has a secret. God cleared the room. He isolated you to protect you. You are a Shamar watchman. You stand sentinel over your family. You carry a heavy spiritual mantle. And you were chosen before the foundations of the earth to break the generational curses of poverty and trauma that trapped your bloodline for centuries. The furnace is hot. The refinement is painful. But the victory is absolute. You feel broken. You think you are losing your mind. The world calls this clinical anxiety. But let me reframe your reality right now, because heaven says your quiet exhaustion is not a sickness or a sign of mental weakness. It is intense spiritual discernment. Your spirit is working overtime. You are detecting a massive shift in the unseen realm. You are dangerous. The enemy knows your true potential. Hell is absolutely terrified of your calling. And that is exactly why the spiritual warfare around your life has become so brutal and relentless during this specific season of your isolation. They are trying to make you quit. They want you to surrender. They fear your awakening. I will be honest with you. I hate cheap marketing games. I will name the solution early. And I am doing this right now because I deeply respect your journey, so you can freely choose whether to stay for the full message today. A physical anchor exists for your spiritual restoration. Your soul deserves transparency. This tool is called the Genius Song. It is a digital audio track. It lasts only 7 minutes. And this technology was developed by a neuroscientist named Dr. Robert Lake, who discovered a way to reactivate the dormant super brainwave known as gamma. Scientists at MIT and Princeton have measured this exact frequency. It triggers high intuition. It brings divine alignment. You were born with this high frequency. Children have active gamma waves, but society shuts it down. And researchers call this tragic phenomenon the decline effect, because it slowly freezes your original genius starting from the age of 7. Your mind becomes quiet. Your life feels heavy. You forget your power. The door is open. Your spirit knows the way. The link is waiting. And if you feel a deep intuitive pull right now, you can find the path in the description and the first pinned comment below. But do not rush away yet. We have heavy secrets to uncover together. Stay in this room. Focus your mind. Let us align our frequencies. Type 777 in the comments right now to seal this initial activation. This is a physical sign of your spiritual obedience to heaven. And as we transition back into the deeper mechanics of your calling, I need you to anchor your soul to the absolute reality of your divine assignment. You are not a victim. You are a warrior. You are in a desert. The sand is hot. The wind is fierce. And your soul feels completely dried up after years of fighting these invisible battles without a single moment of rest. You think God has abandoned you in this barren place. You feel empty inside. You ask why. But this wilderness is actually a sacred chamber of preparation. Think of the prophet Elijah. He was a great spiritual warrior. He called down fire from heaven. But right after his greatest victory, a sudden wave of intense exhaustion hit his body, and he ran into the deep wilderness to hide from his enemies. He sat under a tree. He wanted to die. He felt completely alone. He told God that he had absolutely nothing left inside his soul. God did not punish Elijah for his weakness. He sent an angel to feed him. He gave him deep rest. And in that quiet isolation, Elijah finally heard the still small voice of the Almighty, shifting his entire destiny forever. Your exhaustion is a sign that the drought is over. The rain is coming. You must prepare. Your current isolation is a sacred cocoon of divine protection. Look at young David in the wild pastures. He was hidden away from the royal courts. He was completely forgotten by his own father. But while he was sitting in total silence watching the sheep, his inner spirit was learning how to master the deep frequencies of heaven. He fought the lion. He killed the bear. He practiced his harp. He was being secretly prepared for a royal mantle. King Saul was trapped in a heavy frequency of panic and depression. The dark forces tormented him day and night. Saul needed David, and whenever David played his harp, the supernatural atmosphere in the room would instantly shift because the music carried a highly anointed frequency that drove the evil spirits away. David did not use a physical sword. His primary weapon was absolute alignment. You carry that exact same weapon inside your soul today. Science calls this specific frequency the gamma brainwave. Spiritual teachers call it the God frequency. And when your gamma wave is fully activated, your very presence can shift a room of chaos into perfect peace without you saying a single word. You are a living amplifier. You change the atmosphere. You terrify the enemy. You remember your childhood clearly. You were a highly creative child. You learned everything incredibly fast. And while you were just playing in the backyard, your young brain was naturally radiating massive bursts of gamma waves that kept you aligned with heaven. You felt a deep connection to the supernatural realm. But society slowly froze this beautiful gift. Scientists call this phenomenon the decline effect. Your original genius went dormant. The modern world has a dark secret. Massive corporations profit when your brain is weak and tired. They want you stuck in a state of constant anxiety, and they intentionally bombard your senses with digital noise and negative news because they want to lock your mind into a frantic state called beta hyperactivity. You become easy to control. You forget your divine identity. You become a submissive consumer. A massive shift is happening right now. Dedicated researchers are quietly fighting back. The leader of this movement is Dr. Robert Lake, and during his 34 years of intense laboratory research, he mapped the complete sequence of neural restoration to create an ecosystem called the youthful brain that preserves human cognitive power. This historic work was completely revolutionary. Dr. Lake did not work alone. He collaborated with elite neuroscientists across the globe. They used advanced EEG machines to measure brainwaves, and their groundbreaking data was fully verified by top research teams at MIT and Princeton University, who confirmed that dormant gamma waves can be reactivated through precise auditory entrainment. This discovery changes everything. You do not need an expensive biofeedback machine costing $7,000. You do not need to take dangerous chemical pills that alter your nervous system. True healing comes from natural vibration. And when you expose your mind to the exact digital frequencies created by Dr. Lake, your dormant gamma pathways will instantly begin to light up, like a brilliant city in the dark. You wake up. Heaven has provided a physical anchor for your spiritual breakthrough. Dr. Lake gathered his decades of complex neuroplasticity research. He wanted to help the exhausted remnant, and he successfully compressed his entire multi-phase frequency system into a single digital track called the Genius Song, which restores your divine baseline in just 7 minutes a day. This tool is a gift from above. Listen to me carefully. I do not care about superficial channel popularity. I only want this message to reach the lonely watchman. And by clicking the like button right now, you are forcing the algorithm to push this anointed frequency into the feeds of thousands of sleeping warriors who desperately need to hear this truth today. Subscribe to our channel. Join this holy tribe. Do not dare leave this room yet. We are moving into the deepest layer of disclosure. The enemy is working overtime to steal your focus, and they want you to swipe away immediately because the upcoming section will expose the hidden blocker that has been paralyzing your financial breakthrough for decades. Stay with me. Lock your attention. Prepare your spirit for the ultimate truth. You are looking for an outside enemy today. You blame the fake friends who betrayed your trust. You blame your broken childhood for your current emotional pain. And while you are constantly fighting external battles against toxic people, a hidden saboteur is quietly locking the iron doors of your destiny from within. You are currently acting as your own jailer. You have signed a hidden agreement with the darkness. Neuroscientists call this a hidden defensive block. Spiritual teachers call it a toxic covenant. And every time you try to step into your supernatural authority, this ancient agreement whispers that you are a tragic exception to the miracles of God. You feel completely unworthy of financial abundance. You accept this suffering as your permanent reality. Where did this silent contract first begin unfolding? It started during your most vulnerable childhood years. The trauma of your past created a survival identity, and because you were repeatedly rejected by the people you loved, your subconscious mind decided that safety could only be found in absolute isolation and financial scarcity. You became a people pleaser to avoid conflict. You sacrificed your own soul for their happiness. Wait for a critical moment of total disclosure. A much darker secret is currently lying ahead. Do not let your mind wander right now. They absolutely fear this one specific financial revelation. And while you are waiting for a financial miracle to drop from heaven, a calculated spiritual blockade is actively diverting your abundance into the hands of wicked people. This long delay is not a random accident. Let us resolve this ancient mystery right now. A decree has been read in the courts of heaven. God has officially cancelled your contract with poverty. And the Supreme Court of the universe has issued a divine warrant against the demonic forces that have been eating your spiritual crops for the last 10 years. Your season of heavy suppression is officially over. This divine verdict is completely in your favor. Let us reframe your earthly reality right now. The enemy does not attack your money because you are weak. They attack you because they see your future glory, and they are desperately trying to starve your spirit before you realize that your internal architecture has the power to dominate this entire physical realm. You are a royal king in secret disguise. Wake up to your true power immediately. Your financial poverty was a calculated containment strategy. The dark forces knew your true future potential. They feared your natural spiritual authority very deeply, and that is why they spent decades building a thick wall of stress around your daily thoughts to keep your true power completely paralyzed. They wanted a quiet, submissive slave for generations. Instead, they received a sleeping royal giant now. The heavy invisible chains are breaking right now. The hidden contract is burning to ash. The celestial courts have spoken your name. And the very wealth that was stolen from your ancestors is currently being reassigned to your divine account by the angelic forces of the Most High. The long season of lack dies today. Walk forward into your true spiritual freedom immediately. Your silent tears are breaking the ancient chains. Your heavy armor is finally melting away. The silent watchman is finally allowed to rest. And as the morning light breaks through your dark room, a profound wave of celestial peace is flooding your tired nervous system. Your heavy burden is completely gone now. You are fully vindicated by heaven today. We are dropping all symbolic metaphors right now. Let us speak in clear, plain language now. Your spirit is ready for the ultimate destination, called Destiny's Embrace. And before we move into the final activation protocol, I must consolidate these heavy revelations so your logic can fully comprehend the divine architecture of your breakthrough. You must focus your mind completely now. Listen very closely with your rational mind. Here is the exact reason why your life became stagnant. Your brain was trapped in severe chronic stress. This chronic stress automatically locked away your intuition. And because your nervous system was constantly operating in a state of survival, your mind could not detect the divine signals of abundance around you. Your daily energy baseline was completely stagnant. Now, let us examine what must change immediately. You do not need any harder physical labor. You must restore the frequency of your brain. And when your gamma waves are fully reactivated through audio technology, your nervous system will naturally drop the heavy defense mechanisms that limited your financial growth. Your biological architecture will soon return to balance. These financial blockages will quickly dissolve naturally. Finally, you must realize who you are during this transition. You are not a regular human experiencing bad luck. You carry a very rare neural anointing. And because heaven selected your bloodline for a generational breakthrough, you are fully authorized to leave the waiting room and claim your inheritance today. Your preparation period is officially finished now. Walk forward today with absolute internal confidence. Remember 30 minutes ago when I first mentioned the tool for your restoration. You have carried the heavy burden of exhaustion for long enough. Now, it is time to walk through exactly what this technology does today. And as we open this final chapter of disclosure, I want you to understand that heaven has provided a practical anchor to materialize your long-awaited breakthrough. You were born with an unusually high neural frequency. The world noticed your unique brightness when you were a child. But the systemic noise of society slowly froze your gifts through the decline effect. And the painful gap between the vibrant person you used to be and the tired person you are today is simply the missing presence of your dormant gamma waves. Consider the true story of a 47-year-old manager. She listened to the audio track for 18 days without feeling any results. She almost requested a refund on day 20 because of her deep frustration, but she decided to continue out of pure curiosity. And on day 34, she suddenly realized that her heavy weight had vanished completely. Neural restoration is a slow burn. Dr. Robert Lake mapped this neural sequence during his 34 years of research. Acoustic vibrations tune your nervous system from the outside. Over 18,000 users have verified this powerful method, and elite research labs at MIT and Princeton University confirmed this activation through clear, e.g., measurements. I understand that $39 is a significant consideration for your budget right now. I would never disrespect your financial situation during this difficult season. Dr. Lake intentionally made this entry point highly accessible for the remnant, and he designed the system so that later phases are priced differently based on physical materials, so there is no quality hierarchy. Think about online courses that cost $100 or $200. Even a single therapy session costs $150. And while weekend spiritual retreats can quickly drain $400 to $800 from your bank account, none of those expensive consumer options target the gamma frequency specifically. The original price of this audio track is $49. Today, I reintroduce you to the official digital audio track called The Genius Song. The exclusive price for our community is reduced to exactly $39. You will also receive $80 worth of premium bonuses completely free. This value stack includes the Genius Child audio track, valued at $19, and the classic book, valued at $20. You get a guided visualization guide valued at $29. A practical 5-habit infographic is also included at $12. Dr. Lake provides a 90 days keep the bonus guarantee. And if your spirit does not fully align with this frequency, you can send a simple email to receive a full refund immediately, while keeping all $80 worth of bonuses forever. Every single day your frequency remains dormant is a loss. You continue to live far below your divine potential. You continue to make sluggish decisions. Your family protection remains weak. And while you are waiting for a magical sign, the version of your future self is looking back at this exact moment, begging you to take this step of obedience today. Please protect your energy from dangerous imitation websites online. And because scammers are currently selling hollow audio tracks on Amazon and Spotify using this name, they do not contain the real brain entrainment technology. The only verified official source is the link provided directly below. Place your hand over your chest right now. This decision is not about a transactional purchase. This is about your true identity. If your spirit confirms this truth, you must step through the sacred door immediately. And while you can use the first link below to activate your frequency at chosenfrequency.com, the second link provides the quantum key at chosenfrequency.com. Do not leave your divine miracle on the table today. Protect your household from further financial delay. This is the official path of absolute alignment. And when you click the third link in the pinned comment at chosenfrequency.com to finalize your agreement, you are officially shutting the door against the enemy forever. The path of restoration has multiple stages. When the final phase known as Destiny's Embrace reveals itself to your soul in the coming weeks, you will recognize the precise language instantly. Your expanded awareness will simply know what to do without any external deliberation. Trust that sudden recognition when the time arrives. For now, focus entirely on your initial frequency activation below. The season of your suppression has ended today. The watchman is finally victorious. I declare a supernatural acceleration of wealth and peace over your household right now. And when you type Amen in the comments to seal this glorious decree into your reality today, the angelic forces will lock your protection forever. Walk with confidence. Heaven has won every battle for you.